herio Dre Newydd. Mae sylwebau Saesneg ar gael ar y botwm coch ar gyfer y pêl-droed heddiw. English language commentary is available for today's match between Bala and Dre Newydd. Sky Plus, Freeview or Virgin Media viewers, please press the red button. If you have a TiVo box or Sky Q box, please go to settings and use the audio selection option. Any problems, please contact our viewers hotline. Fel arall, mwynhewch y gêm.
Pŵer, cywirdeb, cyflymder. Mae'r chwaraewr yma'n gwybod sut i symud.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Gwybod fod Mwandwe yn gyflym. Mae heibio i'r amddiffynwyr. A Mwandwe yn rhwydo! A'r asgellor wedi bygwth. A nawr yn cosbi. A mae Nathan Keats wedi canfod gol o unman. Mae penwythnos y Pasg yn draddodiadol yn brysur ac yn bwysig dros ben yn y byd pêl-droed. Dyw hynny ddim gwahanol yn uwch gyngor Cymru JD. Tair gêm i fynd yn y tymor a gwahaniaeth goliau yw'r unig beth sy'n gwahanu y Bala a'r Dre Newydd sy'n cwrdd ar Maes Tegid pnawn yma. A pnawn da i chi, croeso mawr ato ni, croeso mawr hefyd i Owain Tudur Jones sy'n cadw cwmni fi yn yr heilwen. Mae'n braf gwybod yma. Owain, cwpl o dymorau yn ôl ar ôl gorffen yn ail, nath Colin Caton dweud mai nhw y Bala oedd y gorau o'r gweddill. Ai dyna stan ni heddi, y ddau yma, y gorau o'r gweddill tu ôl y Seintiau Newydd?
Ia, dyna mae'r gyngred yn ei ddeud yn deg. Oeddwn i'n mynd disgwyl hyn efallai chydig wythnos yn ôl, oedd hi'n gadw bod mor dyn rhwng bob clwb yn y chwech ucha, ond mae'r ddau yma, yr hediadau maen nhw wedi bod arno fo, just dros y cwpl wythnosau dwytha yn profi nid jyst y tîm sydd ar y caen, dwi'n meddwl y dyfnder, dyna sydd wedi costio clybio fel y Flint yn dod i fewn i'r cyfnod holl bwysig yma, felly edrych ymlaen yn fawr iawn i weld pa un fydd yn cael y gorau heddiw. Y Bala swn i'n tybio ffefrynna, ond y Dre Newydd, maen nhw wrth i bodda fel yr underdogs.
Ydyn, di ennill 4 nolynol hefyd y Dre Newydd, maen nhw ar rediad da, Bala ar rediad da, a mae pawb yn chwarae pnawn yma hefyd, y gemau eraill wedi dechrau ers hanner awr wedi 2, dim ond un gol sydd wedi bod, mae Seintiau Newydd ar y blaen o gol i ddim yn ebyn y Flint, Blaine Hudson, gath i y Flint erioed i ennill yn ebyn y Seintiau Newydd, felly ddim yn edrych bod hynny'n mynd i newid heddi. Mae ar ben o ran pwy sy'n cyrraedd ail a thrydydd, un o'r ein, y Bala neu'r Dre Newydd, neb yn gallu dal nhw, lawr yn y gwaelodion, mae yna gemau pwysig pnawn yma a di llun hefyd wrth gwrs, y beth sy'n taro chi Owain, tasau y Bari a Caton yn gallu ennill pnawn yma, mae ar chwal o ran pwy sy'n mynd i aros i fyny.
Mae mor dyn yn dydi, ac mor dyn ond efo clybiau mor fawr, Bari, Aberystwyth, Caton, Hwlffordd i pigo fyny yn y tymor y dwytha, felly bron, ti'n misio neb syrthio, ond o'n i'n mynd disgwyl iddi fod mor dyn, yn enwedig pan nath Caton golli'r pwyntiau, o'n i'n meddwl sa'n nhw'n gyffyrddus yn gwthio tuag at y seifft safle. Pawb yn cael pwyntiau oddi ar ei gilydd, mae'n gaddo bod yn benwthos a hanner a penwthos nerfus dros ben i bob un ohonyn nhw.
Ydy, fel fan hyn, y Bala yn erbyn y Dre Newydd, fel yn ei gweud, chi ni glywed gan y ddau reolwr Chris Hughes o'r Dre Newydd, Colin Caton o'r Bala. Ni ddechrau gyda Colin Caton gyda llaw, jyst yn ymateb y newyddion, am ddiffynnu nhw Anthony Kay, gath ei ddanfon o'r cae yn y gêm ddetha, ond maen nhw wedi apelio'r penderfyniad a hynny'n llwyddiannus.
I thought on the night, I was a bit frustrated on the night that he'd obviously been sent off and it could have cost us massively if we'd have not won that game. So, you know, it was good that we managed to handle onto the win with 10 men. And it was good that it's been reprieved and it should have as well. So, you know, it's good that he's available because he had so much experience to us as well.
There's a lot at stake this afternoon, Colin. There's nothing separating these two sides. On paper, one of your most difficult games of the season, perhaps?
Yeah, it's always a tough game against Newtown. You know, they've got big resources this year and they're trying to push us, which they are. They're above us in the table, so it's a big game for us. You know, we're on a really good run, and it won't be decided who goes through to Europe in second place today. It'll go down to the wire, I think.
I think we've been on a really good run.
in the last 4 or 5 games. I think since the Penabont home game, we've certainly gone really, really well. Momentum's with us, and we're looking forward to it.
You mentioned the recent games, but it feels like this is a culmination of all the hard work that you've done over the last 18 months. Could this game define your season, Chris?
I'm not sure about will it define the season. I think it's a big game. I don't think we're going to play that down. Of course it is. It's second v third, and we all know that what's on offer. You know, for us, it's as you say, the last 18 months have been a real journey, and you know, obviously the start of last season. Really we struggled and then picked up and then got into the playoffs and then obviously got into Europe, and then you know we've done ever so well this year. So look, you know we're looking forward to it. You know the players have worked hard this week. We've got a game plan. Hopefully that game plan pays off and we can get 3 points.
Chris Hughes a Colin Caton yn siarad gyda Sian Dafydd ac Owain o'n i'n gweud ai dyma'r gorau o'r gweddill, ond pan chi'n edrych ar rhediadau diweddar nhw'r gorau ers y toriad.
Ie, mae'r rhediadau nhw wedi bod yn gampus yn do, ac efallai allan ni sbio'r Saints Newydd, y gyngrau wedi cael ei ennill, efallai ddim yn chwarae fo'r un tempo, ond chwarae teg oherwydd mae'r pwysau yn cynyddu. Mae'r gêm yma, wel, dim y gêm, ond gorffen yn ail yn gallu golygu fyny at £250,000 o bunnoedd i'r clybiau. Felly dyna pam dwi'n llawn edmygedd i'r ffordd maen nhw wedi medru perfformio, ond rwan maen nhw'n gwybod bod yna fwy o lygyd, mae yna fwy o bwysau, yn enwedig yn y gêm yma, sôn am Dre Newydd fel underdogs, ond iddyn nhw, gan bod i cyfanswm goliau nhw yn well, os allan nhw ennill heddiw, bron bod nhw'n gallu fforddio colli yn ebyn y Saints Newydd yn y nesaf a dal gafel ar yr ail safle, felly dwi'n siŵr fydden nhw'n mynd amdani, ond fydd y Bala yn barod amdani hefyd.
Wel, y Bala sydd wedi mynd â hi yn ddiweddar yn y gemau rhwng y tîmau yma. Dyma'r gêm ddiwetha, dachrau mis Mawrth, Nathan Peat a Chris Venables yn cael y goliau. Ni'n gweud eto o ran y gorau o'r gweddill. Sta un o'r ein y gallu fod yn fwy na hynny, y chelgais i fod yn fwy na hynny, dyn nhw?
Wel, dwi'n meddwl Bala, da ni'n sbio ar, pan ti'n gofyn y cwestiwn yna yn fwy na Dre Newydd, fysa Dre Newydd yn ennill y gyngred, fatha Caerlir yn ennill uwch gyngred Lloegr o bosib. Y Bala, o ran faint arian maen nhw'n fuddsoddi yn y garfan, cryfder, y profiad, bob dim sydd o fewn y tîm yna, ddylia bod nhw'n agosach. A dwi wastad yn feirniadol, a dwi'n meddwl bod gen i hawl i fod yn feirniadol, ddylia bod nhw'n agosach at y Saints Newydd. Ond, o'i safbwynt nhw, os mae'r bwlch mor fawr y mae o, a maen nhw'n gorffen yn ail, mae dal yn dymor llwyddiannus, ond mae rhaid bod yna rhyw uchelgais i ennill y gyngred, oherwydd dyna sy'n ar goll i'r clwb yma.
Ie, wel, gen i weld beth aw pnawn ma, y ddau yn mynd am yr ail safle, mae'n gwbl gyfartal ar hyn o bryd. A mae'r gic gyntaf pan ddewn ni nôl ar crysau yn dangos y gefnogaeth eilisau'n bwysig iawn. Shelter Cymru ar y crysau cyn y gêm yma ar Maes Tegid. Dewch nôl ato ni'n y man.
Screwfix Sprint yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl, mae'r arwydd yn dweud y cyfan. Ni yn y Bala pnawn yma ar ben wythnos y Pasg. Fwn yn cwrdd â'r Dre Newydd. Y Dre Newydd yn ail. Y Bala'n drydydd. Y gwbl gyfartal o ran pwyntiau. Y ddau mynd ben-ben yn y ras i gyrraedd Ewrop. A mae yn ben wythnos prysur dros ben. Mae'n bnawn prysur yn y gyngrair yma. Mae yna gol di fynd mewn un o'r gemau eraill. Y Seintiau Newydd ar y blaen yn erbyn y Flint. A nawr mae Hwlffordd ar y blaen, o gol i ddim, Caton erbyn y Bari, Jordan Davies ar fenthyg o Caton sydd wedi cael y gol. A mae'r gol yna yn hwb i Hwlffordd ac i'w glwb Caton. Felly na'r sefyllfa wrth i ni weld y tîmau yn camu i'r cae. Y Bala yn y gwynydu a'r Dre Newydd yn y coch. Pwy fydd yn cipio'r trip-point holl bwysig. Sôn am coch, cofiwch am y botwm coch. We've got English language commentary available as usual on the red button. Anybody the point sylwebu. Maen nhw'n barod amdani. O ie, Pasg o'i blaen nhw hefyd. Mae Owain Tudur Jones di ymuno gyda Malcolm Allen a Nick Parry.
Good afternoon and welcome to Maes Tegid in Bala, where the Lakesiders host Newtown in a second against third clash in a race for an automatic European spot for the JD Cymru Premier League. Both teams, under the guidance of managers Colin, Caton and Chris Hughes, have timed their form runs well, and both are on the brink of another European summer for their clubs. The two lineups there. A couple of changes, Tommy.
Yeah, a couple of changes for the home side. Stevens and Venables back in the Bala lineup this afternoon. And Colin Robertson and Brett Taylor return for the opponents as well. To see the shape there, Dean Ebb are going to be playing behind Chris Venables in the forward line this afternoon, and Anthony Kay, he resumes duties at the back, having been suspended but had that the red card overturned. And maybe an unfamiliar look to the Newtown this afternoon, playing three-man defence with Williams and Roberts on the flanks, so to make it 5 when they're defending. And obviously the regulars in midfield, Walker and Hughes, are really, really important players for them, as is Mwambwe in the forward line as well.
A lot of goals there, Tommy, in both teams. Plenty of, especially with the likes of Venables back, Williams up top as well for Newtown. There is Chris Venables.
Yeah, certainly been a stop-start season 4. The Golden Boot winner last year, so suffered a bit from suspension this season, and he'd be looking to add to the goal he got at Latham Park recently. And there is Ryan Sears. He's joined on a full-time basis now from Grimsby. Pretty much just 42 appearances in the Welsh Premier League for Sears, but he's a very good acquisition for Chris Hughes' team.
He is a good acquisition, key there. And there's a referee, experienced referee for such a big game, Mark Petch. Not many games to go in the season now, and every one of his decisions would be big decisions on the afternoon. There's Lefron Mwande. He's been amongst the goals. Chris Hughes with a smile on his face. Is that a tension smile, Tom, or a proper smile from Hughesy?
Well, wouldn't that be a smile at the end of the game as well, Mark?
Both teams take the knee. It's Newtown, the visitors in their red, Bala in their customary black and white. Off we go at Maes Tegid. The race for Europe is on. Sears goes long. Anthony Stevens going in for the first header there. That's one of the replacements instead of Nathan Peat, who's been amongst the goals this season. Suppose, Tommy, as in every game, first goal key.
Well, absolutely. Craig Williams there, the experienced defender.
It's Aaron Williams, in fact, who is the top goal scorer, who fires the long throws in for Newtown. So the Shane Sutton would have gone up, Williams with it. First header away by Venables, who came all the way back. Kay gets a second header away. He's popping around, and Bradley Bores clears his lines well. Brett Taylor misguides his header. It's good pressure put on by Rutherford. Rutherford goes to the line against Taylor. Will Evans has been on fire the last couple of weeks, and he's in his favourite position on the left-hand side. Gets the shot off. It's a sharp break by the Lakesiders.
Yeah, some sloppy defending there from Taylor. Boris latched onto the mistake, plays in Will Evans and he takes it early, but fires it well over the crossbar.
How's that, Tom? We know you've got hundreds of goals in this league, but like Will Evans then, sort of a shoot on sight policy when you have as much confidence as he's in at the moment.
Well, certainly he's in a thick vein of form this season, especially lately.
Very important in the bottom 6 games. Aberystwyth have taken the lead against Kevin Druids. Lee Jenkins again amongst the goals. There's Colin Caton looking on. And then Haverfordwest against Barry. Jordan Davis, by the way, who's on loan from Connors Quay, has got a very important goal. Haverfordwest 1, Barry 0. Such a massive bottom 6 games this afternoon, Tommy.
Well, every game down the bottom is absolutely vital, as is this game here. So, see how things transpire later on this afternoon.
Smith, Cardiff, Connors Quay also have gone ahead against Cardiff Met. Nobody safe as per yet. The Druids are to be relegated. Who will join them?
Go on, Mark, tell me who's going to go down.
You see that every week, Tom.
Trying to catch you out, don't I?
I'm concentrating on the big game here. In the next hour and 10 minutes, I'm sure we'll be quite sure. Oh, Williams is in. His first touch, always his first touch, is quite good. Whips it across. It's cut out by Anthony Kay. That was a good break by Newtown. That's how they played their way in the last month or so. They're sharp on the break, Newtown.
Yeah, Hughes, lovely ball there to Williams, stretching the Bala defence, and Anthony Stevens came across there, intercepted the cross.
Craig Williams will go across to take the set play. Mwande on the post. Target will be Sutton at the back, most probably. Williams fires it in, just goes above the head of Sutton, goes behind for the goal kick. 3.5 minutes on the clock. We will relay the scores to you from every game, of course. TNSR 1-0 ahead in the top 6 against Flint.
Just in this corner, flighted in. Williams have a chance, that actually didn't really get hold of that.
No, he didn't at all, because he had pace on the ball as well from the corner. Might be disappointed. Alex Ramsey, one of the king of the dead ball kickers in the goalkeeping spot. He will thump this down to Will Evans or Venables. Gets it wrong. Callum Roberts, great first header. How important is that, Tom, when you're marking somebody to win your first header like that?
Well, it's psychological, isn't it? When you win that first header nice and firm.
And that's the Aberystwyth 1, Kevin Druids 0. Aber could go a long way towards safety with 3 points this afternoon. Connors Quay, Nomads 1. Paulo Mendes gets a goal against the Met. And there is the top half at present. Would leave Barry on 31 points. The bottom half, by the way. And Monday evening, 5:15, we'll be doing Barry Town.
Against Aberystwyth.
What a game that'll be, but a lot could be decided this afternoon, you know. There's Kieran Smith and Nathan Peat. Could be 2 key misses this afternoon for Colin Caton. Peat especially's great first header by Williams. Bala have gone for an attacking team, Tom, and there's Anthony Kay with all his experience back in, who said he won an appeal, was allowed to play. A decision being made yesterday by Welsh board members, appeal committee members.
Real relief for Colin Caton, that. I mean, if he'd have missed this game, and Pete would have been a big blow for Colin Caton, but it's only missing Pete now.
Ramsey looking for Venables. Sutton heads away, edge of the box. Cleared by Taylor. Smith guides his header well to Shannon. Mwande tracks back. Rutherford. Can Shannon get the early crossing? Takes a touch, goes to ground. Free kick given against Shannon, by the way. It was great tracking. George Hughes, I think, tracked him back and tried to stop the cross. Done a good job as well.
Yeah, he's exceptional at that. He reads the game so well, as Hughes.
just put his body across and invited the foul. Aberystwyth have gone 2-0 ahead against Kevin Druids. They'll be breathing massive sighs of relief. Antonio Corbacero, the worst thing you want to do when you're playing the bottom of the league is get frustrated, and 2 early goals will release any frustration there, Tom.
Yeah, certainly. Obviously, those games are kicking off half an hour before this game.
Hooked it clear. Dave Edwards will play in a deeper role than he's been playing this season. He's playing in a holding 2 with Boris in front of a back 4, and Dean Ebb, who usually plays as an out-and-out centre forward, it's almost like a diamond front 4. Confirmation of the Aber score, 2-0, and Stephen Davis makes it 2-0 to Corbaceros. Feet up, bound to be feet up, yeah, feet up against Stevens, in a good position as well. Craig Williams will be interested in this one.
Yeah, Stevens back in the side this afternoon instead of Nathan Pete. He's going to have an interesting afternoon if he's going to be picking up Mwambe with his pace. There's the danger man from the set plays, moving up from his defensive role.
Yeah, Sutton will go in there. Rushton's been amongst the goals, Mwande's been amongst the goals, and Williams. They're keeping a high line outside the box there. Ramsey sending them out. Williams to take the kick, one in the wall. Rushton is on the back post by himself, mine, right in front of us. Williams whips it to the back, headed away by Will Evans. Good defensive headed as well, Rushton. Mwande in the box. Evans with the tackle, Bores. Ebb only goes as far as Taylor. Rushton trying to play Mwande in. Kay hooks away, and Roberts swept well and gets it to his other fullback, Williams. Williams trying to put one in behind. Ramsey comes far. Great keeping from Ramsey. And if he's guided that headed as well as I thought he did, he should be playing centre half.
Yeah, excellent pass, lads.
It's a good tempo to the game. Only 8 minutes gone. Shannon, great ball in from Shannon. It's a quick start, Tom. Shannon again. Another great block by Hughes. Roberts.
I think Newtown looking for that early ball over the Bala defence for the pace of Mwambe.
Yeah, or Williams in behind Chaos Stevens. You can see that one a mile off. Evans gets the first knockdown to Venables. Venables sprays it wide. Smith. Dave Jones collects. It's end-to-end stuff. Michael Jones has been sent off in goals for Kevin Druids. They're down to 10 men. Druids already relegated, but a massive goal haul for Aberystwyth, Tommy, this afternoon. This could almost be like another point in a situation they're in.
Yeah, 100%, Mark. I mean, let's be honest, Druids have been a little bit of an embarrassment this season. Well, the last 2 years, to be honest. That shouldn't be happening.
Well, unfortunately, there was no goalkeeper on the bench, so one of the outfield players has gone in, and I'm sure there will be questions asked by other teams in the bottom 6 about that process. Anyway, we'll concentrate on the big one here this afternoon. 10 minutes gone. Dave Edwards in view. Can he play his way into Europe? Callum Roberts takes a touch. Say Chris Hughes showed a lot of belief in bringing Callum Roberts straight back in this afternoon, because Naeem Marson has come in and done a great job.
I think he's struggling a little bit. I think he went out with a shoulder injury, and I think he's fell on there, just there.
Williams will come across again to fire it in. Roberts will just...
I don't think Roberts is 100% fit, Mark. No chance.
He's in the team. Williams. Will Evans, I think, has just caught a stray head. I think he's got a nosebleed. He'll have to go off and ask Key, because he's one of the main men on the set play.
He's caught in here.
think it's the nose, Tom. Hull 1, Cardiff City 0. We'll give you all the league scores as they happen this afternoon. Yeah, I think with a blood stop, I think you're allowed to stay on the pitch. I think he'd be allowed to stay on the pitch for the set play.
Unless the blood goes in his shirt and he has to go off, doesn't he? Isn't that the rule? You have to change his shirt?
Think definitely, yeah, unless they can bring one on. But at present, he looks okay. The third in the table, Bala, played 29, won 13, drawn 11, lost 5, 50 points, plus 16 goals. Newtown almost identical, played 29, won 15, drawn 5, lost 9, 50 points, plus 18, 2 goals between them. Hull City have taken a 2-0 lead against Cardiff City. After only 11 minutes, it's not the greatest of starts for the Bluebirds. Williams.
I wonder if they'll miss
it's key,
Evans defensively, because him and Venables go back and
Williams
defend.
fires it in. Flick to the back. It's a great interception from Sean Smith. Mwande jumping. Williams keeps it in play. Stevens lashes it away. The Robins have started well in the first 10 to 12 minutes.
And a little bit of pressure here, the home side. But I think the best chance of the match so far fell to Williams. And now he's taking the throws.
In again. It's headed away by Edwards. Newtown, by the way, haven't won at Bala since 2015. April 2015, when they won 2-1, so it would be a miraculous victory if they were to get one today. Europe, so important. Evans will look to get back on now. Bores to Smith. Smith closed down. Nervous times, Tom, for both managers. They've done really well, both of them, to get into the top 3, let's be fair. It's a real competitive league. When you see the teams in the bottom 6 this season all scrapping to stay up, to finish in the top 3 this year, you have to be a good side.
Yeah, absolutely. With the likes of Barry, who've been in the top 6 for the last 4 or 5 seasons, for them to be really struggling to stay in the league this season, Mark. It's going to be a massive game on Monday, whatever results finish this afternoon.
Evans gets the flick. Mwande wide to Rushton. Keeper was miles off his line then, by the way. Roberts, bodies in the box. Roberts takes a touch. Back post, great ball from Roberts. Williams will keep it in play. Headed away by Smith. They're under the cosh here, Bala. Sears, great ball in from Sears. Rushton just couldn't get onto it.
Yeah, that certainly was a great early cross, that was, from Ryan Sears.
Brett Taylor back to Dave Jones. Jones fires it wide, looking for Craig Williams. Great header from Williams. At present, they're just getting first to the ball, Newtown.
Just a little bit sharper, aren't they, than the home side at the moment?
Definitely out of the blocks, a lot sharper. Mwande puts it behind for the goal kick, and that'll be a bit of respite for the Lakesiders.
Just seen this cross from Roberts, hoisted to the far post. Williams as well, keep it alive. Some good defending it initially, but then Sears knocks a great ball in there.
Superb ball.
Yeah, Rushton was on his heels there.
Mwande in picture plays a lot more central. When they played Penabont the other week, he had a free kick after half an hour. Craig Williams dispatched in the back of the net, and that was being on the edge of the 18. Sutton clambering all over Venables then, and the referee's always going to give that as a free kick. Sutton stays down, but 100% free kick there.
I think Sutton's been intelligent there, isn't he? Saved himself having maybe a yellow card there.
Definitely.
It's going to be an interesting battle throughout this afternoon.
Yeah, it'll be a key battle, both with plenty of experience. Obviously played against each other plenty of times before. Sutton, Sears and Taylor, the back 3.
they have been a little bit of conceding goals from free kicks and corners of Newtown this season.
Well, they're staying in the 18 there. They usually go behind that. Jones trying to get him out. Sutton drops deep now. Boris will flash it across. First header, back post Stevens. Edwards gets it. Dave Edwards tries to hook it back in. Taylor clears his lines. Mwande trying to put pressure on Shannon. Great pressure from Mwande. Yeah, it's a free kick, but great pressure. Newport County also chasing playoff spots or promotion have gone behind. There's a blatant free kick there. Mwande just leaving push in the back of Shannon.
He's having a referee having a strong word with him.
TNS 2-0 ahead against Flint Town. Aberystwyth could be getting a cricket score on Good Friday. They're 3-0 ahead at the moment. Is there a 10 there today, Tom? Great flick on from Bores, but clear by Taylor. Hughes with the header. Good touch from Evans, great touch. Gets it across. Roberts hooks it clear. Evans looks sharp. A wide, definitely. He's gotten the ball 3 or 4 times now before Craig.
Yeah, a little bit better from the home side though. Just starting to get a foothold in the game.
Lewis Bradford, second centre-half on the afternoon to get a goal for Aberystwyth against Kevin Druids. Stevens. Straight ball. Evans will do well to keep it in play. Gets a great ball across. Roberts in a good position from left back. Hughes wins a header. Mwande. Oh, it's brilliant. That's a yellow. Definite yellow. I think Shannon knows already. As soon as he turns round, he'll say, "Ref, I didn't mean it." But that is one of the easiest yellow cards you'll ever give.
Yeah, skied him down there, didn't he? That was a pretty brutal tackle. That
was a great turn. That was like an Atletico Madrid tackle.
Tell you one thing, that could well have been an orange, if not a red.
Shannon. How key could that be? Yellow card, and if he's marking Mwande for the next 70 minutes.
Well, you know what's going to be happening, don't you? Let's play on him now.
Williams.
One thing you can't defend, and that's pace.
Again, everybody back for Bala. Look across the 18-yard line. 10 outfield players. First header vital. Williams, flat free kick. Venables gets a head in. Goes back towards his goalkeeper. He's going to find it. A lot of work off Venables today in both boxes. Aberystwyth 3, Kevin Druids 0. You may see them 2 names flashing up on your screen quite often in the next 7 hour. Kay. Venables and Sutton is a great battle, as you said, Tommy. Rushton against Edwards. They've linked arms then. That could go either way. This would be interesting in a replay. Thought they were walking down the aisle at one stage. Here they go.
6-1 after the other.
Absolutely. Perhaps he's gone with a 42 cap international.
You think so?
Kay, that's a high line now. Plenty of room in behind. Great header. Venables knocks it back across. Roberts decides to clear with his head.
Sometimes difficult there. You know, the ball doesn't come down off the surface, and Roberts was ready to hook that away. Instead, he's just got to adjust his body and head it. That's a yellow card for him.
Mwande.
Yeah.
All right. It could be a head injury, but it's supposed to come straight on there, yeah. Caton having a word with the referee. I think I spoke to you at the start, Tom, and said about Mwande has added a lot of physicality to his game. Yeah, he looks like he's a strong boy. His foot goes up there. There's no doubt.
He's gone for the ball, to be fair to the lad. He doesn't come across to me as a dirty player. He just went for that ball.
I think he's trying to explain himself there. Yeah, he's just gone for it, but it's in a great position for Bala. Edwards, I'll be surprised if he stays on the ball. He's one of the better headers. Yeah, Bores should whip this in left-footed. They got great targets in there. Evans, Venables, Edwards, Anthony Stevens and Kale be in there. Interesting to see how deep they'll go here in Newtown. I don't think he'll stand it up, Tom. I think he'll whip it across the front.
Maybe lots of pace.
Bores in the 22nd minute of Maes Tegid, 0-0 at present. Bores fires it across. Was it kept out by Evans or was it kept out by Sears? It was on the way towards goal.
Really good delivery, plenty of pace on it. Really dangerous, loads of bodies there, and I think as Ryan Sears gets a touch on that.
It's a great block by Sears. Stops it going through all the way. Jones goes direct. Anthony Kay heads it back into play. It's a great lead from Ryan Sears of Venables. Evans. Venables. Ebb playing as the 10, trying to link with Venables. That could change. They could go up as a 2, I think. Venables. Rutherford. Venables trying to play his way through to Evans. Williams. Just for the last 5 to 6 minutes now, they're starting to assert themselves on the game, the home team, Tom.
Well, they're penning the Robins back, aren't they?
Shannon. It's a wayward pass from Shannon. Just goes out of play.
I think the interesting battle for me is between Shane Sutton and Chris Venables. And I think Sutton would be better off just dropping off and letting Venables win that first flick instead of he's trying to have a scrap with him. And at the moment, Venables is showing more strength than Shane Sutton.
Crawley are taking a 2-0 lead against Newport County. It's up-to-date score there. That'll be a blow to James Robury and company. Ramsey with a kick. What a brilliant kick, almost. Sears comes round. That's the beauty of the back three. One sweeping all the time. Roberts, Dean Ebb there, closing down in midfield.
Yeah, you can see the tactics that Newtown have adopted this afternoon. They're looking for that diagonal pass into Mwambe.
They've won only one of their last 13 matches against Bala. They've got a brilliant record, Bala, against Newtown. You'd almost think that they could have hand-picked this one.
Are they going to win?
Great ball in. Smith, keeper Jones comes and collects. It's 1 out of 13 their last. That's all. But everything to play for.
I think Anthony Stevens showing a bit of rustiness there with his clearance.
Wales will play their final qualifier for the Qatar World Cup on June the 5th. The Cardiff City Stadium, it was announced yesterday. Must have won 2 there with Venables. He's always been a big game player. Will he be today? It's a good leap from Stevens.
A very astute player is Chris Venables.
Highlights Monday evening on Scorio. 10 o'clock. I was searching everywhere for it last week at 5:30. Called my daughter, called my missus, Tom. She said it's not on until 10 o'clock. So I'm glad it's on there now. But we will be on at 5:15 kick-off. Barry Aberystwyth.
You can't be two places at once, Mark.
Williams again. They get numbers forward, Newtown. That's plenty in the box. First headed is key. Venables wins it again. Shot. Off by Walker. Goes behind for a goal kick.
You can see why Colin Caton was desperate to have Kay back in this afternoon, can't you? He positions himself so well. He's watch this now. Just drops back a little bit. There, heads it away. Always in the right place.
Yeah, Kay has plenty of experience. Almost double figures in league clubs, including the likes of Barnsley, Tranmere and Huddersfield. 39 years of age. It's been a great signing for Caton, as has Dave Edwards. Caton not afraid to bring experience in. Puts it into the box. How do you feel, Tom, when you are you're on a rich vein of goal scoring as well as Dean Ebb is, and then the team selected Will Evans, and you're picked as a 10, not a 9?
Well, at the end of the day, Mark, you've got to play where the manager wants you to play, and you've got to give your best. I'd rather be playing them in an unfamiliar position than sitting on the bench, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Stevens. There's Will Evans, supposedly attracting attention from league clubs.
Little dink there outside of his foot.
Bit of a Luka Modric there, by the way.
Oh, you're having a laugh, Mark. That's not... Luka Modric's ball was one of the best passes I've ever seen, I think.
What a ball. What a ball it was. Sears fires it forward onto the head of Anthony Kay. Evans again in the air. There's not a lot between these two teams. Free kick will be given against Venables there. Just catches the shin of Sears. Williams. Newtown with a chance to spread play. Hughes. The midfield two, Walker and Hughes, really young centre midfielders, and performing really well again today, as they have on Newtown's great run of form. Sears. Walker looking for the runner, Roberts. Mwande again, central position. Ebb does really well. Interesting to see why Ramsey didn't take that off Kay then. Trying to play their way out. Edwards spins well. Gets the pass wrong, no, straight to Williams. Aaron Williams, Craig Williams to try. Rushton waiting. Rushton with a chance. Just beats Rushton. Roberts. Stands up to the back post with his right foot. Not the greatest of crosses from Roberts, but again, on the break.
Looks a little bit frustrated there, does Chris Hughes, but neither side really have done anything in the penalty areas, Mark, of any note.
Tom, even though Chris Hughes' Newtown went to Park Hall and had a brilliant 1-0 win, they still have TNS to play. I think that favours, the draw then would favour Bala.
Yeah, can't disagree with that. But it's quite interesting for me. Roberts this afternoon, he can't head a ball. He hasn't won one header yet, and he's because I think he'll have his shoulder injury. Now, if Bala spot that, it could be quite interesting. Yes.
Swap wings with Will Evans.
Yes.
No. Venables hooks it on. Sears has been impressive from the first whistle again on the right-hand side of defence.
See, the thing is, with Sears, he just doesn't stay as a centre-back. He's in the 3 and he's pushing forward all the time.
Yeah, it's like Kyle Walker does for Manchester City, and he did it last night, Wednesday evening. Almost like a right back comes centre, right centre back with plenty of pace. Well, events at Maes Tegid haven't been superb as per yet, but it's been goals in the Welsh Premier, top and bottom. And key goals to Aberystwyth. Most probably the biggest goal of the afternoon is the goal at Haverfordwest, where they lead Bala Town by a 1-0.
The only consolation for Barry is they're still in the game at 1 down. they get away from there with a draw.
Cardiff Met, I'm sure.
Well, they look at it.
I thought they were clear.
Yeah, but if Barry get a point from that game this afternoon, and then they've got a home game and virtually a guaranteed 3 points away at
the last game of the season.
Yeah. So I think you're going to have an interesting evening on Monday evening.
Great ball in. Sears heads clear. It's a little bit scruffy. The game's gone. Rutherford gets it back to Shannon. Shannon. Kay. Stevens. Aaron Williams and Mwande. I don't think Williams is playing as the out-and-out centre forward. They're playing as a front two, left and right, aren't they?
Yeah. And they're looking for Rushton to come through from midfield.
Mwande just cuts the first ball off. Stevens. Ramsey is itching to get on that ball from there. Kay. Shannon. Mwande has to be careful with his challenges now. Shannon drives in. Almost. Looking for the run of Ebb. First touch. Rutherford. He's got Shannon outside him. Decides to go inside. Great ball in. Craig Williams again. Two fullbacks for Newtown. Tuck round really well. Craig Williams and Callum Roberts. Shannon. Asking a question of Sean Smith there. Too much pace on it from Shannon. Aberystwyth go 4-0 ahead, and that is the beginning of the second half. 4-0 ahead. Goal difference, as we say, could be vital. 2 minutes into the second half. It's a great throw from Sears, by the way. Walker and Hughes still competing well in there. Edwards just getting on the ball a bit more the last 4 or 5 minutes. Edwards picking up a loose ball. Shannon. Great ball in. Jones collects. Just a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. Kay was always going to be favourite then. He's sending Mwande up on the long kick. He's up there by himself. Boris. Shannon. Great ball back across by Evans. Sutton hooves it away. No goalkeeper as yet, Tom, really tested.
No, it's just that free kick from Boris. The near post blocked by Sears.
When you get down to these games, well, let's make no bones about it. They're always edgy games. Evans. Mwande. Rushton was looking to put Williams in. He held on to it. Oh, great ball if Mwande can get there. Stevens comes around. Taylor. Didn't want to let it bounce, but he had to in the end. Dean Ebb. That's brilliant from Ebb. And it's a good... Taylor did well in the end. Roberts gets back in. Hughes. Bright sunshine now at Maes Tegid. Bright sunshine at Maes Tegid. Is raining goals at Aber. It's 5-0.
10 men and no goalkeeper.
And I could just picture Corbacero now on the touchline at Aber, and he will be pushing every minute. Go and get more, go and get more. It's the second goal for Stephen Davis. Dave Evans is starting to influence the game big time here now. Rutherford. They've had 3 clean sheets, Newtown, in the last 4 games. They look comfortable at the back, even with all the attacking from Bala. Bores. Again, Taylor. Back 3 play very narrow, Tom. Williams. Mwande out wide. Mwande. Stands it up to the back post. Not the greatest of crosses from Mwande there.
Yeah, it's a second poor delivery from the youngster.
That is the bottom 6 on screen again. Haverfordwest lead. Cardiff Met, Aberystwyth. And the goals for and against are key. Because Aber are now -9, Barry -13. They started, obviously, the day with the worst goal difference to Barry's.
going to be very, very interesting the next 7 to 10 days.
Ramsey gets it right with a goal kick. And to back your statement up there, Callum Roberts brought the ball down on his chest. He didn't head it again. It's wincing in front of us a little bit here. Obviously wants to play through the pain barrier for his team. Jones.
He just knows how important this game is for the Robins.
Williams leaps above Shannon. Hughes. As you said, he's improved as the season's got on, Hughes. Rushton pick up any loose ball in the 10 area. Evans. Headed away by Taylor. That's a great tackle by Taylor again. He's very impressive, Brett Taylor, in there. He's only 21 years of age. Rutherford. Venables gets in there first before Hughes. Evans. Be itching to get the cross off. Great ball, Evans. What a cross that is from Evans. Whips it across the front. Finds Venables on the far post. Just wide of the target with a finish. But that's more like it from Bala.
Yeah, quality delivery here from Will Evans with his left foot there. Dean Ebb nearly got there. Venables got there, but just couldn't time it. But again, Borres spreads play out to that left-hand side. Evans, perfect cross, begging for a striker to put that in, and Venables didn't quite get hold of that effort. He'd be a little bit disappointed.
He will. That's that left-sided balance that Evans gives you as a front player. Hasn't got to change feet when it gets up to him. In it comes early. Offers a chance to his fellow striker. Kay heads away. It's 0-0 at Maes Tegid. 38 minutes on the clock. Roberts dives in as brave as you like. Wins the header. He's going to give you that all day long, Callum Roberts.
Yeah, didn't pull out there.
And that wasn't a test. That wasn't a test for anybody with an injured shoulder.
Yeah, the experience, Rutherford there. His former club, Wrexham, doing particularly well, aren't they, at Wembley already, and looking to put pressure on Stockport for promotion this season.
Yeah, keep it going. Williams, flatter kick this time. Headed behind, corner. This will be interesting. Williams always goes over for an outswinger. Sutton just pulling Williams as he runs across. There's a referee, had a great game so far, the ref. It's a big game for everybody.
Yeah, Sutton had a quiet word in the ear of Williams there as he went past, so I wonder if he's going to drag a couple of players away from that.
Williams, if that was practiced, it hasn't worked out well in the end. Just simply didn't catch it right. Sean Smith drives inside, may have had the free kick, plays on with the ref. Great ball, he's onside as well, that's right in front of us. Venables, Will Evans is in there early. Dean Ebb is in there. Evans. Great effort! Brilliant effort from Will Evans. Everything he touches at the moment is quality, Tom. Brilliant effort from Evans. Great save from Jones, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, certainly. Good build-up play, plenty of patience. Tries to curl that in the top corner, but you've got to give Dave Jones credit there. Superb save from the custodian there. Pulls it out of the bag there.
Yeah, quality from both men then, Evans and Jones.
Just came from that poor corner kick.
Rutherford, flatter corner this time, headed away by Sutton. Edwards, in it goes again. Williams gets there first. Mwande, can he get it wide? Rushton, what's his touch like? Yeah, had to be better than that. Evans again puts the early one in. Sutton will be favourite. Sutton's touch much, Rushton's touch much better this time. Can he spread play? Had to be a free kick. Had to be a free kick.
Well, the ref was a couple of metres away there, and it looked like a foul from here.
It'll be interesting to see the replay. Great ball in from Roberts. Game just starting to open up a bit, just before half-time now. 5 minutes left before half-time. What a time for either team to get the opener now. Evans starting to get it on the ball more than any other Bala player. Evans hooked across, Jones again in goals. Seconds all around.
I tell you, a terrific defending from Sears there.
Bores, Smith. Rutherford plays a 1-2 with Smith. Will he keep it in? Smith cuts back inside, trying to get the shot off. Evans. Rutherford. Goalkeeper comes and collects. He's been superb, the goalkeeper, by the way.
Yeah, you can see where did he keep in. Clean sheets, just seen the effort again from Will Evans and the save from Dave Jones. See, this is the trip or not, Mark?
Just cut out. Stevens knocks it down. Sean Smith. Battles all over the park. There's a free kick. That's well played though by the referee. Says play on. Smart play by Mark Petts, the referee. Rutherford. Shannon keeps going. In it goes. Headed clear by Sears. They're pushing for the goal. Colin Caton's team are definitely pushing for the goal. Offside flag may have gone up.
Yeah, it has gone up. But again, Sears, he came from behind Venables there and just leant on his shoulder just enough to put him off.
Some great individual battles in there between Venables, Sutton, Ebb, being marked by Sears from a lot of these set plays as well.
Just feel at the moment that Bala just edging it a little bit, aren't they? Just got a little bit of experience in the defence with Kay and Edwards in midfield. Edwards is bossing Rushton.
Yeah, and I haven't seen much of Williams as per yet. The top goal scorer for Newton, the second top goal scorer in the Cymru Premier this season. And if anything, on 43 minutes, Bala maybe just starting to edge this now, first half.
Yeah. He got stronger as the game's developed.
Smith. Evans does well to take that one. Free kick, it'll be a final chance of the half, most probably for Newtown. Evans gives a free kick away.
Evans asking ref, why is that a free kick? Just saying. Yeah, he did kick him, didn't he?
All day long, no problem at all. That's when, again, an easy decision for the referee. Williams, again, Newtown throw plenty of bodies forward. 6, 7 in the opposing area.
Do you think, for me, I think Koneski started this trend.
High line.
Yeah, high line and getting
forward.
everybody back.
Yeah.
So actually you're going to have two chances. If they clear the first one, you should get a second ball in as well. Because you've got nobody to play out to.
In it goes, Williams. Puts plenty on it. It's a great header across. First header was good from Williams. Taylor sends it back in. Venables again heads clear. Williams. It's a foul from Sears.
Yeah,
wasteful foul. Wasteful foul, that one.
It's called experience from Venables there.
Edwards launches it long. Maybe one chance for one last long throw here from Aaron Williams. He's running across to take it. Can they steal the lead just before half-time, Newtown? Williams.
3 minutes, obviously, for injury to Will Evans in the first half.
Well, as per yet, Tom, Williams' long throws simply haven't came off. Bala have won every header. And again, Ebb wins it again. They've defended out really well, Bala. Evans. Shall we go again?
Thing is, these throws, Mark, he gets so much height on it that it's easy for the defender to adjust his body and attack it and win it.
Yeah, got to be flatter.
Yeah, with more pace on it, and unfortunately
Sutton has to get it. Sutton has to win the first header.
But he's sandwiched by 3 defenders, 1 in front, 2 behind. It's better.
Sutton has a tangle with Venables as they had a few dances in the first half, them pair. But 2 minutes to go, Tom, summing up the first period.
I think marginally bossed by the home side. especially as the halves developed, they have come stronger.
And
Definitely Edwards in the middle of the park, he's been instrumental in pulling the strings.
And this is not just, as we know, any old game at the moment, second against third. There's as much at stake here as £250,000 could be at stake on this afternoon's result. Rutherford, Sears heads away. For me, Hughes has developed this back three at Newtown really well.
Again, good work from Walker and Hughes in midfield. I know they gave the foul away, but they've got great understanding, those two.
Yeah, just leaves his hand, Walker, on the shoulder of Edwards, and Edwards has all the experience in the world to go to ground. Last minute now, will it be Bala to take the lead? Williams comes back with Kay. Again, Sutton and Venables are on the far post. Jones trying to push his men out. Sutton will be favourite. Great header away from Sutton. Mwande closing down. Shannon will knock it back in. Sears, strong jump against Dineb.
I just didn't realise Dineb was playing.
Yeah,
Haven't seen anything of him.
Well, the 10 roll hasn't suited him at all, is it? Not at all. Maybe interested to see whether Caton does anything about that at half time. A massive goal down at the Newbridge Meadow Stadium. Haverfordwest 2, Barrytown 0. That could be a vital goal in the relegation stakes. TNS are just enjoying another normal afternoon. 3-0 ahead against Flint Town, but all the news is on the bottom 6 so far. Not the greatest of afternoons for Barry and Kevin Druitt so far.
No.
There's the final whistle of the first half at Maes Tegid. It's Bala Town 0, Newtown 0 in the race for Europe. We look forward to seeing you in the next 45 minutes. Don't go away.
Ti 'di dod ar bibs?
Screwfix Sprint, y noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Ail yn erbyn trydydd yn cwrdd yn uwch yngor Cymru JD. Y ddau yn gwbl gyfartal o ran pwyntiau, mae'n gwbl gyfartal ar y cae. Hefyd, cyfleoedd yn bethau prin, y gêm yn fratiog, Will Evans. Di dangos ambell i fflach yn i'r hyn sta fe ar Bala i'w gynnig. O ran y gemau eraill, ar seintiau'r blaen o bedr i ddim nawr gartre yn erbyn y Flint. O nawr yn hanner gwaelod, mae'r cyffro yn digwydd. Mae whole ffordd ar y blaen o 2 gol i ddim yn erbyn y Bari nawr. Jordan Davies ar fenthyg o Caton wedi cael y 2. Bydd whole ffordd yn ddiogel os enillian nhw honna. Mae Caton ar y blaen o gol i ddim yn erbyn Maes Tegid hefyd. Mae'n 5 i ddim i Aberystwyth yn erbyn dergwyddon Cefn. Y unig gêm ddisgwr arall, mae Cynarfon pen y bont yn ddisgwr, mae hon yn ddisgwr hefyd. Cyffro bobon arall o ein, ond falle ddim fan hyn eto.
Na, dim llawer. Dim ar hyn o bryd beth bynnag. Ac allai ddallt oherwydd pwysigrwydd y gêm a pwysigrwydd i beidio colli. Mae'n hynod bwysig i wneud yn siŵr. Dyna fydd y neges gan y ddau reolwr. Aroswch yn y gêm, bob cliché allan i enwi. Fydden nhw'n deud hyn yn yr ystafell newid. Felly, di sgôr hanner amser, mi fydd y ddau'n eitha bodlon, ond y Bala ydy'r tîm gorau. Nhw sydd wedi chwarae ora, nhw sydd wedi bod mwyaf bygythiol, ond fydd y Drenewydd jyst yn hapus o ran y sgôr ac yn gobeithio allan nhw wella fel eith y gêm yn ei blaen.
Ni yn dynyddio Strydebo, achos maen nhw'n dieddol o fod yn wir, i fod yn hollol honest. O ran hon, y Bala, ti'n sôn gen i o'n un y cyfleoedd nhw nawr, ac ai Will Evans yw'r bygythiad mwyaf?
Ia, a di hynna ddim syndod. Y tymor mae di gael, yr wythnosau dwytha mae di gael, mae o'n hynod bwysig, ac dim syndod i weld o reit yn ei chanol i fama. Droed chwith yma, mor beryglus yn dydi o unrhyw le. Oherwydd ti'n meddwl, di'r lle ddim yna, mae'r amddiffynwyr yn meddwl, dwi'n i gael lawr ddigon sydyn? Na. Oherwydd mae'n gallu mynd efo pŵer, ac hefyd mae'n gallu ceisio crymanu'r bel efo'r droed chwith hyfryd yna. Dave Jones, o'n i sôn y sylwebaeth, mae'n siŵr bod o wedi gwylio'r gêm Cymru Ec yn erbyn Lloegr Ec, oedd hwnna yn debyg iawn i'r gol sgorio ddo, ond dim ond be mae Will Evans yn neud. Mae'n gyflymder yn ei bwyso fo, yn ceisio ennill y bel yn ôl, a wedyn mewn meddiant mae o mor bwysig i be mae y Bala'n ceisio ei wneud.
Mae'n cael tymor da, chwarae teg. Y Bala wedi cael ambell i gyfle, ond hanner cyfleoedd oedd y gorau?
Ie, hanner cyfleoedd. Chris Venables cwbl o weithiau yn agos, a bron bod y croesiadau ma'n dod i fewn, Will Evans unwaith eto, mae ceisio mynd efo pŵer. Mae'r ddau dîm yn cario bygythiad o'r cicio gosod. A da ni'n gweld yn fama, mae'r gwiriad bach na'n gallu mynd i unrhyw le, ond yn ffodus i Drenewydd tynnu'r sting allan ohoni ac syth i ddwylo Dave Jones, ond cyfleoedd a croesiadau fel yma lle ti'n meddwl, lle mae Chris Venables? Da ni wastad yn sbio i weld. A dwi'n meddwl, mae yna just chydig bach gormod yn digwydd o'i flaen o'n fama, fel bod i Lygyd yn cael ei tynnu oddi ar y bel. A da ni'n gweld Dave Jones unwaith eto, felly da ni sôn, maen nhw wedi cael lot o'r gêm, maen nhw wedi cael cryn dipyn o bwysau, ond dim llawer o gyfleoedd eiraeth sy'n meddwl, mae rhaid iddo sgorio yma.
Nes i ddweud ar y dachrau fyna bod wedi bod yn fratiog, bach yn danllyd, falle bod hwnna'n disgrifiad gwell o'r gêm, mae'n spicy.
Wel, nes i wylio gêm Atletico Madrid yn erbyn Man City nos yn o blaen, felly di ddim cweit mor ddrwg o honna, ond ambell i dacla, ti'n disgwyl hyn, mo'n dwy gyflymder, mi fysa amddiffynwyr Bala'n gwybod pa mor beryglus ydi o, felly dynnu fel lawr, a wedyn mo'n dwy hun, bron yn talu'r pwyth. Mae droed o'n uchel, dwi'n meddwl y tymor dwytha, da ni wedi gweld cerddi coch am y math yma dacl, cadw melyn i fi, yn bersonol. Dwi'n meddwl mae Lygyd o ar y bel, mae'n ceisio stopio'r bel rhag mynd tuag at yr ymosodwr, felly na, cadw melyn.
Nes ti fwynhau gêm Atleti? Gyda llaw.
Nes i fwynhau yna. O'na lot yn gwyn amdani, nes i fwynhau.
Gyda lot o bobl wedi fwynhau hefyd. Ni'n fwynhau fan hyn, mae'r heilwen allan. Ddim y gêm o'r allan, ni'n cwyno, achos mae'r tywydd yn wych. A mae Sioned Dafydd yma hefyd gyda gwrs sy'n gofal yr Academy fan hyn i'r Bala.
Diolch, Del. Ni gyd yn joio bach o hael fan hyn ar Maes Tegid heddi, a mae'n braf iawn cael cwmni Carwyn Edwards, prif hyfforddwr a chyfarwyddwr yr Academy fan hyn yn Bala. Carwyn, gynta gyd, be oedd dargraffiadau di o'r hanner gynta yna?
Do, hanner gynta da. Dwi'n meddwl efo chydig o clywed gathon ni efo chance gen Chris o hwnna. Dwi'n meddwl y shot gen Will Evans. Dwi'n meddwl, eich sy'n ni wedi bod hapus a'ch mynd fewn o flaen, ond na, gêm digon agos.
A lot yn digwydd ar y ca tu ôl i ni fan hyn, Carwyn. Ti'n gallu esbonio tyma bach beth sy'n mynd mlaen?
Oes, so na tournament urdd yma chydig o wythnosau yn ôl, a da ni wedi rhoi cynnig ticedi am ddim i'r ysgolion lleol, lle mae gen i Rhydian a Geth sy'n neud y gwaith cymuned ni, yn mynd o'n ysgolion lleol i gyd. A ynddi, neis cael rhaid rhywbeth ymlaen hanner amser iddyn nhw.
A o ran clwb fel Bala, jyst pa mor bwysig yw e bod yr academi yn llwyddo? Pa mor bwysig yw'r gwaith I chi gyd yn neud fan hyn?
Yndi, mae'n bwysig iawn. Da ni'n ardal. Lle mae lot o trefeilio I plant gael dod ato ni, ond mae'n bwysig bod ni yn gallu cynnig pêl-droed o safon uchel i'r academi ac hefyd pethau yn y cymuned fel da chi fod o'n.
A ni'n gweld ser y tîm fan hyn, ymysg plant ifanc yr academi. Pa mor bwysig yw hwnna?
Mae'n briliant. Mae'r ogen edrych fyny I chwaraewyr I gyd y clwb ac mae yna lot o'n lleol yn dod I watch nhw bob wsos, so mae'n braf mae'r ogen gael kick-about efo nhw.
A fi'n gwybod, o ti fod off iddi, ond ni wedi dragos ti mewn I wneud cyfweliad bach, ond o ran yr ail hanner Carwyn, beth ti'n credu fydd y neges yn yr ystafell newydd?
Dal ymlaen, dwi'n meddwl, a gobeithio cymryd y cyfleon. Y peth gorau, gobeithio fysa trio cael gêm 3 pwynt heddiw I edrych mlaen i'r 2 gêm dwytha, fach chi bach a llai o bwysau sy'n ni fel amdano fo.
Carwyn, diolch yn fawr am dy gwmni di. Pob hwyl gyda gweddill y gwaith gyda'r academi am weddill y tymor. Felly dyna ni am nawr, sdim byd yn gwahanu'r Bala a'r Dre Newydd yn y tabl a sdim byd yn gwahanu nhw ar yr hanner chwaith. Ymunwch â ni ar ôl yr egwyl ar gyfer yr ail hanner.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C. Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Croeso nôl I Maes Tegid, dyma sydd I ddod ar ddydd llun y pasg ac am gem I hon lawr yn y golodion, y Bari'n cwrdd ac Aberystwyth. A'r Bari yn colli tir ar hyn o bryd pnawn yma achos maen nhw'n colli yn Hwlffordd o ddwy gol I ddim, a bydd Hwlffordd yn ddiogel. Os fydd hi'n aros fel yna gyda llaw, gallwch chi weld y cyfan sy'n digwydd dros penwythnos. Prysur y pasg nos lun ysgorio, toc wedi 10 o'r gloch, digon I weld, a bydd digon di digwydd. Bydd unrhyw beth di newid fan hyn, yw'r cwestiwn mawr. Gobeithio, dwi'n credu, i'r neges wrth I fynd nôl. At Owen Jones, Malcolm Allen and Nick Parry.
Welcome back to Maes Tegid in Bala, where the Lakesiders are 0-0 against the Robins after 45 minutes. And that complicated kick-off there gets us underway for the second period. Still alongside me, the wrong side of the sunshine. That's no foul there given against Mwande and Edwards. That was an interesting one again, Tom.
Yeah, you just insinuated the referee is favouring Mr. Edwards.
No, I just think he was a Wales fan at the Euros.
Absolutely, but Dean Ebb nearly brightened this game up with a volley of some quality there.
Yeah, so will he be pushing further forward and will he play with 2 9s? That'll be interesting, by the look of it.
Yeah, just seeing this, just flicks it back and then onto his left foot. And
would have been a great goal, by the way. Yeah, great effort.
Keeper was beating all ends up, I think.
No, Rutherford drops back in and Evans drop back in, so they're still playing with a 4-2-3-1. Jones goes long with the kick. Another massive goal at Haverfordwest County. It's 2-0 to Haverfordwest. GNS are 5-0 ahead now. Rushton, who will open the goal scoring here? Mwande with a chance going through Mwande. Great. Superb goalkeeping by Alex Ramsey. Sprinted off his line. It was win at all costs then for Ramsey, and he collected it superbly.
Yeah, we've got to say, Rushton with a through ball here, possibly just a little bit too much on it, and Ramsey does really well there.
Ramsey also shown his best form of the season of late, keeping clean sheets. Just important, Tom, every time you keep a clean sheet to a goalkeeper, you boost your confidence and you look forward to games.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, it gives those defenders in front of you as well that bit more confidence.
That's a bit of a straight ball there from Stevens. Anthony Kachuk chases it down in the corner. Mwande shows him outside. Taylor's first touch is not the greatest. Yes, most probably see the replay here of Dean Ebb. The Newtown bench. Hughes basking in the sunshine.
Yeah, he lets Callum McKenzie do a lot of the shouting for him there, doesn't he?
He does well, Callum McKenzie. Excellent coach by all accounts. Sutton looking to see the ball out. Has the strength just to ward off Rutherford. Well, Tommy, this is a stage of the season where everything is on the spot now. You get into Europe, you get relegated, you playing for contracts and stuff, don't forget. Players, managers. Just spoke to a Newtown committee man and informed me that a couple of weeks ago against Penabont, I said Chris Hughes has been loyal to Newtown. He told me Newtown have been loyal to Chris, so I'll take that one back. Callum Roberts in, headed away by Ebb. 6 managers in 32 years, Newtown. Should have got a job there, Tom.
I knew.
I know.
I mean, both clubs. How long has
Mwande goes to ground.
How long has Chris Hughes been? Colin Caton been here?
Oh
as well?
yeah,
I mean,
fantastic servants. If you're allowed to develop a team, there's Anthony Kay. This is in a key area. This kick, by the way. Mwande, no doubt at all. Goes down a little bit easy, but it's a free kick all day long.
It'd been a bit cruel if they'd have booked one way there for theatricals.
They got to get as many bodies in there now across the front post. It's Williams, one in the wall, Rutherford. Williams will fire this across flat, asking questions of Ramsey and company. First flick was Rushton. Hook clear by Sean Smith. Roberts. Williams on the far post. Will he attack it? It's not the greatest of ball from Roberts. Alex Ramsey collects. Will Evans try to pick him out. Walker was ready and waiting for that. It's great defending from Walker. Stevens. And a key piece of action at the new Bridge Meadow Stadium. Barry Town with a big chance to get back into the game. 2-0 behind. A Kane McLagan penalty saved. Stays at 2-0. Mwande. Can he get a shot off Mwande? He's asking questions of the defender, trying to set this up. Gets it across for Williams. Got to be first time in. Sears. 1-2 Williams. Williams puts it into the back post. Headed away by Kay. They started the first half brightly, Newtown, and they're starting the second half in the same manner. Sutton. Ebb wins the aerial duel. Taylor again. He's a good defender, Tom. Brett Taylor, youngster, right on the scene. I think he came through the academy. Venables to Hughes. Well, for the last minute or so, we've had the Welsh Head Olympics. The ball's been in the air, but don't fancy coming down, I don't think.
Yeah, neither side have really been able to play through midfield, have they? Lots of pedestrians in there. No time to pass the ball, get the heads up.
They've had the most draws this season. Bala, well, the Met have had the most, 12. Bala have had 11. I'm sure the Met will wish they were drawing this afternoon. They're 2-0 behind the Connors Key Nomads. The Nomads edging their way towards safety.
Yeah, certainly the meanest defence in
the
league.
Great touch, offside. Great touch from Venables. Rutherford just straight offside.
Be quite interesting what would have happened if Connors Key had stayed in the top 6, Mark. What do you think? Well, they'd been definitely pushing for that second spot, I think.
Because they don't give goals away.
No.
They are the meanest defence in the league, and they're in the bottom 3, which is absolutely unbelievable. But that was a points deduction, of course, an 18 points deduction.
I think they've conceded 1 goal in 8 games, haven't they?
Yeah. And that was a penalty. Kane McLagan strike. Only a week ago. What a difference a week makes. First touch Williams, second touch Mwande. Smith intervenes. Smith, by the way, Kieran Smith is being missed unbelievably this afternoon in the hub of midfield. Callum Roberts gets his team a throw-in.
The thing is that both teams have sort of, made midfield so congested, so many players, so there's been no time at all for either team to get that ball down and maybe play the ball in to the strikers, have it back, or I think we had 1 or 2 1-2s in the first half.
Yeah. I don't know what the Scorio record is for long throws in a game, but we won't be far away today, I'll tell you. And Venables has defended him well all afternoon. 37 years of age, he's tracking back all the time. There's Chris Hughes.
He looks quite happy, doesn't he? He's not going to fall asleep, is he?
I'm sure he's happy where he is. I think there's a few more managers in this league this afternoon with a lot more problems than Chris Hughes or Colin Caton have.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd rather be in the position he is than any of the other teams. Bar the champions.
Evans. Good first touch and puts it in where it counts again. Sutton. Dave Edwards picks up seconds. Hughes, Rushton, Edwards, Roberts. Tries to run Dave Edwards. Rushton. Trying to play a 1-2 with Callum Roberts. This goes out of play. Caton looking on.
What do you think's going through his mind there, Mark? He's happy with the point?
I really think he'll take the point. Of course, he'd like to get the win and almost get over the line in second spot. But when the Welsh FA Cup final takes place on Sunday, May the 1st, there may be a few fans supporting TNS more than usual. Chris Hughes, looking on his phone, was probably at the results.
It's been pretty quiet in the goals front the last 10 minutes, Mark.
Yeah, well in the other games now it's serious time. Last 15 minutes or so. Roberts fires one through. Mwande chasing again. Hughes and Walker again in midfield, always pressing. They're going to be a formidable pair, them two, over the next couple of seasons.
Yeah, certainly are. You can't say Dave Edwards had the best of them, can you?
Sears gets it before Will Evans. Williams, Mr. Newtown, gets caught out. Venables. Sears does tremendous again.
Yeah, showed really good upper body strength there, Sears against Venables.
Fantastic. Roberts looking to get forward on the left-hand side, while Williams stays in right-hand side. Walker. Miscues Alan Walker. It's out of play. .55 minutes on the clock at Maes Tegid. It's Bala 0, Newtown 0. A game which hasn't really set on fire yet.
No, he hasn't lived up to the bill of second v third, has it? But lots at stake.
Evans. Ebb tries to spread it wide. Rutherford comes off the wing. Roberts tight marking yet again. Good ball, Rutherford. Taylor.
Just back each other really up really well down in Newtown. One player goes, the next one goes as well.
5th place was Chris Hughes' highest place finish with Newtown.
It's the best finished since 97-98, Mark, for Robbins.
Yeah, absolutely. So they've done well yet again.
Just prepared to having a stern word with Anthony Kay.
Bala. Wrexham go behind at home against Solihull Moors. Solihull Moors 1-0. And Aberystwyth get their half dozen. And no, they're not hot cross buns. They're goals. 6-0 Aber. TNS have taken them all the way for the game's top scorer. They're 6-0 ahead against Flint. So goals galore everywhere in the JD Cymru Premier this afternoon, except of course where we are at present.
And Carnarvon and Penabont, there's no goals there as well, Mark.
Right. Roberts. It's a decent free kick. First touch, Sutton just guided it wide. Sears gets it back. Hughes with the up and under. May get a second chance, Hughes. Williams. Callum Roberts is the target. Just goes above. And Shannon will run it out for a throw into Bala.
It's a lovely afternoon for the game. Mark's turned out. Sunshine.
Swansea are behind. That's Cardiff City, Wrexham and Swansea and Newport County behind. It's not the greatest day for Welsh clubs in the Football League.
And only a week ago, Mark, they all won.
Yeah. That's football for you. Mwande. He's got to get around that box and ask questions of defenders with tackles, Mwande. When he gets on the ball, he looks the most dangerous on the field at present.
Yeah, you saw him getting a key goal, didn't you, down at Penabont, second goal, which he wrapped up the points for them.
Yeah, it's Swansea 0, Barnsley 1.
A little bit inconsistent, aren't they, Swansea?
I just think that the job he's done, the manager's done a good job, and the manager at Cardiff, keeping him in that league. There's some good teams in that league. Wrexham, 1 apiece. Solihull Moors. Williams, great corner. Ramsey, tremendous punch. punched that about 25 yards, by the way. Rushton leaves Evans on the deck. Rushton fires it across. Taylor.
Have players forgot how to shoot, Mark?
That was spot on. I was just about to say that.
They just get themselves in positions and they just opt for the simple ball. They just can't understand it.
Sat up for Taylor then.
Yeah,
absolutely. Nothing to lose if he'd have lashed out right across. Mwandi puts a tackle in. Yeah, Mwandi's changed as a player. He was a touchline winger a couple of seasons ago. He's worked a lot on his game and it's paid off. He's involved a lot more in games now.
He's a more solid player, isn't he? He's a bit lightweight, maybe his previous. He was on loan from Shrewsbury.
Roberts. Evans trying to inspire the Lakesiders. He'll run in. Tremendous defending again from Sears.
He has been terrific this afternoon, Sears.
TNS are in 7th heaven. And Carnarvon take the lead against Penabont.
Not the best kind of form to take into the cup final at the moment for Penabont.
No, not at present. They're on not the greatest of runs at all. They've suffered a lot with injuries, as we know. Great ball across. Chance Venables overhead kick. Venables! What a goal! Venables, the Golden Boot King, produces cross from the left. From him, I think it was. But Venables with a special goal to give Bala the lead. It's Bala 1, Newtown 0, and Chris Venables comes up with a beauty.
I'll tell you one thing, Mark. All the spade work here is done initially by Dean Ebb down this left-hand side for Bala. He gets to the byline, whips a great ball to the far post. Still, Venables had plenty to do. He turns a defender there, whips in a great ball. First touch and a second touch. What a goal from Chris Venables there. Nobody touched that. Great volley.
Yeah, he's been marked tightly all afternoon, but when you've got a sniff for goals like Venables has, he usually produces in a 6-yard box. Overhead kick.
Yeah, he caught the defence out there because he pulled the ball away from him, didn't he? Nobody could attack it, but still doesn't take away from a terrific volleyed finish from Chris Venables there.
Yeah, and if there's any goal worthy of getting your team into Europe, that could be it there from Venables. And it's Bala 1, Newtown 0. Game on. .28 minutes left on the clock. If you wanted something to light up a game, Tom, that was a massive spark. And there's a corner given now to Newtown. Can they respond?
Yeah, Stevens has struggled a little bit this afternoon, maybe because he hasn't been playing on a regular basis this season, and a little bit out of sorts. Gives a corner away here.
Williams.
Newtown looking to hit back immediately.
Craig Williams with the corner. Mwandi being tugged in the box by Sean Smith from behind. And if the referee would have let that play on there and let him take the corner, that was a penalty. But he stopped it before just to give warnings.
I can't understand that from referees. Let it play. Make a decision afterwards.
Absolutely. If you see the replay there, they were wrestling each other just before the corner was taken. Williams with the corner. Must be double figures in corners and set plays now. Maybe approaching 20. Williams. Plenty of markers, 2 free jumpers in there. Edwards and Shannon by the look of it. Williams. Rushton will look to put it back in as soon as possible. Rushton tries to get the shot into the top corner. Misguides his shot behind. But Chris Venables has come up with some big goals in his career in this league. That is an absolute beauty. Takes 3-4 defenders out and the goalkeeper in one overhead kick.
That first touch, Mark, I know the ball bounced up afterwards, but, you know, just it's an acrobatic finish on the volley. Yeah.
Yeah, Caton punches the air and knows how important that goal could be. Ebb leapt miles above the midfielder against him then. That was a brilliant leap from Ebb. Edwards. They have a stranglehold over Newtown, Bala, and they seem to have...
Do you think that would have played into their minds, the Newtown players? That
Yeah, over a period of time like that, Tom, I think if you played 14 games and only won one against them, it plays on your mind, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, it's the old saying, the bogey team, but they're definitely Newtown's bogey team, Bala. Scores across the front, Carnarvon 1, Penabont 0. The New Saints 7, Flint 0. Bala with Venables getting the beauty 1, Newtown 0. Aberystwyth 6-0 against Kevin Druids. Connors Key Nomads 2, Cardiff Met 0. Haverfordwest 2, Barry Town 0. 10 minutes left to play. No, not 10 minutes left to play, 5 minutes in the other games. Rutherford's onside, great ball, bodies forward. Will Evans in the box, Venables in the box. Too much on the cross from Rutherford.
I think Mwambe's got to learn not to go down so easy, Mark. Referees, they're not going to get conned all the time when he just falls over. He needs to, you know, tidy his game up there, because he's too good a player not to.
Smith. Bores competes again against Hughes in midfield. Shannon. One of the better right-backs in this league, Shannon. I much prefer to see him right back to midfield. He's got plenty of pace about him. Rutherford, it's starting to play a bit here, Bala now. Bores, Evans. Almost gets his team a corner. Dave Jones collects. Be interesting to see what... There's a bit of movement. Ismail, I think, is warm enough to come on. Another striker for me. He'd either have to put Rushton up alongside Aaron Williams or put Ismail in there. Jones. Williams gets it wide to Rushton. Strong tackle from Sean Smith. First to the ball, keen tackle from Smith. Ryan Sears this time to take the long throw. Sutton will be the target. Ebb just in front. Again, first ball. And ball wanted. Williams, corner given. Another set play. Well, there's two ways of looking at this if you're the set piece king in the club. Newtown have had 20 and haven't produced nothing. Bala have defended them really well. Williams. Williams gets it across. Again, a great header away from Anthony Kay. Goes back in and Ramsey collects. They've simply been set up wonderfully from defensive plays, Bala, this afternoon. Zeli Ismail, come on.
Who makes way for him, Mark? I would be surprised if Mwambe comes off, actually.
Yeah,
I wouldn't, unless I play him out wide. Try and get in behind the Bala defence, because at the moment Anthony Kay is just eating everything up.
Yeah, he may take a defender off. I wouldn't be surprised, Tom. One of the back three, go with a 4 and just get another forward player on when you're 1-0 down in a big game like this. I would leave Williams on. I would leave Mwande on. I would take a defender off and go from a 5 to a 4. We'll get the answer now.
What's the bench? He's struggling a bit, is he?
He takes a defender off, Brett Taylor, and he'll go with a back 4 now, and he'll push Ismail on. Mitchum gets a goal for Swansea, 1-1 now against Barnsley. It doesn't seal the deal, Tom, this afternoon if Bala get the victory. It's not confirmed the second place, but it's a massive way towards it.
Well, it's a big step towards your goal of finishing runners-up.
They were third last year. They were numerous points behind Connors Key and TNS. Every other game is finished in the league this afternoon. Haverfordwest in the 98th minute still playing against Barry. They're still currently 2-0 ahead. Is that safety for Haverfordwest? What a goal, Venables. The overhead kick, that'll go in his video collection.
Yeah, I wonder if Brett Taylor put his head there, whether the ref would have responded that Venables' foot was up.
Yeah, it looks like Venables is going to leave the field. Might have pulled something, by the way, scoring that goal, you know. Mendes to come on. Venables leaves the field. Yeah, I think he'll leave the field a happy man with that goal behind him. Every Cymru Premier game apart from this one, Bala and Newtown, has finished this afternoon. We'll run across the screen in a minute with all the scores. Significantly the bottom two, Kevin Druids, Barry Town. What a game we have on Monday evening. Barry versus Aberystwyth.
A must-win game for Barry.
Edwards in the hub in midfield gets a free kick. He's worked his socks off in midfield. Dave Edwards.
Well, you would expect him to dominate with his experience there.
Bala's record, by the way, in the top six, they played 17, they've won 9, so that'll be, they played 18 today and won 10. That's a great record in the top six against the top six clubs. Flint and Penapont have gone the lowest against with their record while in the top six, and it shows how tough it is. Kind of haven't finished this season quite well. There is the bottom six. Haverfordwest can enjoy themselves this evening down in West Wales in the sunshine. They're in the Cymru Premier League for next season. Aberystwyth may just need another point.
Yeah, definitely need one more point. Barry needs 6.
Stevens. Sears with a diagonal. They've gone more to a 4-3-3 now, Tom. Rushton, a 4-2-3-1. Newtown. Decent ball from Rushton. Ismail, can he get it in early? Takes Kay to the corner. Great ball, Ismail. Williams gets a shot off. Williams, oh! Inside of the right down post. Still on there. Mwande hooked away by Mendes. Kane picking up a lot more goal mount action now. Great effort from Newtown's 16-goal top scorer Aaron Williams. Just goes inside Alex Ramsey's post. And Bala now on the break. Mendes just overhits across Mendes. He beat his man Sutton.
Yeah, certainly a terrific effort there by Aaron Williams. That's what good strikers do, don't they?
Brilliant.
They just hit the target there.
Does Ramsey get a hand on it, Tom?
No, I don't think so. Beating all ends up, I think.
Oh, that is just when it's not your day. When you strike it as well as that, when you hit the inside of the post, 9 times out of 10, they rattle the back of the net. Out they stayed. Is it Bala's day? Stevens. Newtown responding well. Bores with the header. Mendes.
Side. Dineb.
Yeah, Dineb obviously will go and take the Venables' role now as the 9. Will Evans and Rutherford will still play either side. Mendes and Bores will play as the holders. I don't know whether Dave Edwards, unbelievably now, 42 caps, is doing a marking job on Rushton in front of us. And Rushton's looking round and Edwards is following him everywhere. That's tremendous attitude from Edwards. Professional attitude, that for me. Here's Hughes debating with his coach. He'd love a point now. Will Evans. Ismail gets it wide. Mwande will do well to keep that one in. It goes out of play.
Yeah, a little bit of wayward passing from the Robins. Plenty for those two to ponder over there.
Of course, Tom, one of the biggest decisions now in Cymru Premier football will be a decision made by committee members who create the rules on what format is to get in the Cymru Premier League. And Pontypridd, they're still really keen to get in. They think they did appeal, and they had 10 or 14 days to appeal, so that could be a bigger decision than any other decision made on a pitch in the next couple of days.
Well, if one or two teams go down in it, so maybe Barry will get reprieved, or whoever finishes in that second bottom spot.
Rutherford jinking his way. Again, didn't elect to put it in early. Burress will get it in with his left foot. Burress across the front. Good save, Jones. Palmed it away, offside, flagged it up. Well, why didn't he play on? That's unbelievable. They're on the break.
Yeah, where's the advantage there? It's poor refereeing.
Yeah, that's no need to blow up then. Burress got the shot off.
Yeah, it was a decent effort. Decent save, I think. He saw it late there, didn't he?
He did,
Jones.
over the top of Sutton. There's 15 minutes left at Maes Tegid. Bala, 1 foot in Europe. A Chris Venables goal after 58 minutes. Jones, flat kick. Edwards wouldn't be far off man of the match for me. Mendes. Ebb gets it wide. Rutherford with acres of space now. Rutherford back inside. Ebb, will he take it early? Ebb gets a shot off. Jones. Not the greatest of throw-outs from Jones. Will Evans put it in early? Evans went for goal. They've been flying in for him of late, but that was a little bit...
Was that a cross, Mark, or a shot?
I'll go 50-50 with that one, Tom. I think he's in between minds himself.
Good block there.
Sutton. So I don't expect there to be any celebratory drinks at Aberystwyth this evening, with the game, sort of game they've got Monday evening, only 48 hours away. Or, well,
it's a step in the right direction.
3 days, yeah. Edwards, great ball. Evans, chance. Will he take it early? Evans, can he get a shot off? Brilliant defending from Sears. Quality defending. But Edwards is picking strings now. There he is again. He's running the game at the moment, Tom.
Yeah, certainly sprayed that lovely pass out there to Evans. He takes it early, and great block by Sears, who's been terrific defensively for the Robins.
Mwande cutting back inside. They've gone to a back four, the Robins. Just Sutton and Sears as the two central defenders. 4 against 4 up top, if Hughes can get it there. Smith hasn't put a foot wrong all afternoon, Smith.
Well, if you're knocking those kind of balls from those kind of distances, Newtown, they've got to, put more on it.
What a ball that is. Rutherford with a chance to seal a deal for Bala. Rutherford takes too many touches. He was one-on-one then, left-footed, and he's surely to score. Brilliant ball inside. That was definitely a chance to win the game for Rutherford. Free kick.
Oh, he plays there.
Plays on. And Edwards will get away with another one.
Interesting. Decent ball in. I think Williams tried to head that down to Rushton. Just seeing this chance for Rutherford.
Take it left-footed then.
Yeah. One touch too many.
Great ball for Mendes. And Rutherford simply through, just bending around him left-footed. He cuts back inside, gives Jones a chance. Newtown still in the game. 79 minutes on the clock. I think that Maes Tegid supporters could start getting their passports out of the drawer, Tom.
Yeah. Do you know where they're going?
Yeah. Keeper Ramsey collects. Caton looking on, 10 minutes away from a memorable victory. Ramsey fires it down.
Mendes is really busy since he's come on.
He's been tremendous. What he's done, I think he's gone physically up against Jake Walker and George Hughes, and his freshness and his strength in there has paid off.
Certainly. Hughes and McKenzie thinking of what can we do to get an equaliser in this game.
Yeah. Edwards conducting affairs again. He's in camera shot again. Ishmael. Sean Smith hasn't been run all afternoon really, Tom. Walker. Williams. Ishmael. Williams.
Not too much on there for Williams, to be fair to him.
To be fair to Bala, they're just dropping him when they got to. Sears. Shannon again, been superb at right back this afternoon. Hughes. Edwards. Dave Edwards there. It had to happen in the end.
Yeah, he was, you know, a little bit late there. Not sure if he actually deserved a yellow card, but there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not so friendly with him after all, Mark.
No, but he did get away with his first 10 fouls. Just catches Hughes. Williams. Bala holding a high line. Jamie Breeze warming up as well on the sideline. Hughes. Cardiff City pulled the goal back. It's 2-1 at the moment to Hull. Bores. Challenging. 8 minutes left on the clock. Don't think it was ever going to be a goal fest this afternoon, Tom.
No, it's always going to be a tight affair, this one.
Jones. Morande and Roberts going each other's way. Rutherford driving down. Walker follows him into the corner. Evans up. Ebb up. Mendes 4 up now. Bores just settles it back down. That's experience there from Bala. Evans could have bought himself a foul there first time. Stevens. Ramsey will have to clear left-footed. Does the right thing, Ramsey. He's not very happy with his defender.
No, he played himself into trouble there, didn't he? Stevens, like I said, he's been struggling all afternoon.
Williams. Yeah, referee says Ramsey was okay to collect that. Ramsey still giving his defender a telling off. Love to see that from goalkeepers.
Yeah, definitely missed Pete, haven't they?
Jamie Breeze scored many a goal off the bench for Carnarvon and Newtown. Roberts. Just haven't created enough chances, Newtown, this afternoon. To be fair, there haven't been many gilt-edged chances at all, Tom, in the game.
For neither side, to be honest, Mark.
It's just taken.
Yeah.
Jamie Breeze on, Rushton off. Rushton having a great season, 11 goals, 10 assists. It's Jamie Breeze now.
I don't think Rushton will come up against many better players this season than Dave Edwards as an opponent.
Yeah, Breeze has just gone in the same slot now, which is surprising. I would have liked to see him go and join Aaron Williams as a dual centre forward with 8 minutes to go.
Nobody plays with two strikers anymore, Mark.
Very interesting. Williams. Smith. has give Ishmael no room at all since he's come on. Williams, great flick, chance here now. Mwande up against Caves. He would have wanted this all afternoon. Mwande wide of the net, and Newtown fans behind the goal thought it had gone in, but Mwande driven wide, and his side net, and it remains Bala 1, Newtown 0.
He hasn't had too many chances, has he? 1v1 this afternoon. He had an opportunity there. Got to go across the goalkeeper, Namu.
Got to go across the goalkeeper.
He'd taken Caton and beaten him, to be fair to him, but really got to go across the goal there.
Yeah, I think when he sees the replay on Scoreo, maybe on Monday evening, he'll understand that.
He's also got to hit the target as well, Mark. That's the first and most important thing.
Ramsey covered the near post and done his job. Ramsey sends out a full distance. Evans, great leap from Evans.
No runners for the second ball, though.
I don't think there will be now, Tom.
No, you're probably right there.
We may have a long ball contest in the next 5 or 6 minutes. Sears hooked on again, Evans.
Offside again.
Yeah, he'll get the kick. Goalkeeper surely got to take this.
Maybe you just get signs of wide net.
That's not advantage. If you're going back 50 yards,
I agree with you.
That's not advantage.
But you just see maybe why doesn't get a regular place at Park Hall.
Yeah.
A little bit lazy. That's the first time this, I think it's about third or fourth time he's been caught.
Well, that's Newtown are almost sending everybody in and out. Only Callum Roberts at the back. Williams, Venables won most of them. Sutton wins that one. Kay heads away. Kay's been important all afternoon. Rutherford. Jones with plenty of spin on it. Kay again, great header, Anthony Kay. Evans gets his team a foul. And Bala get the advantage when they most probably didn't want it.
Well, I'm not too sure about that. There's no way that ball was under control by Mendes there.
Craig Williams, unfortunately, gets a yellow card there.
There's not a lot you could do there, was there? I mean, he's flicked it. About half a mile away from him.
Yeah, he just barges him off. Just barges him off. To be fair to the referee, he's most probably right.
Well, I didn't expect you to agree with me, Mark.
Club rugby. Scarlets versus the Dragons.
Tomorrow night.
Saracens against Cardiff. Plenty of sport on S4C. Great ball down the line from Williams again. No second runner all afternoon. He's won a lot of first headers, but nobody getting off the centre forward. Big man, little man, doesn't always pay, but I think it would have paid a bit more for Newtown this afternoon had they gambled a bit more.
Well, you can't really blame Chris Hughes. You know, it's a tight game. The goal was a brilliant effort from, you know, an individual who can conjure up magic like that.
Bit of quality on the day from a quality player who's put his team into Europe by the look of it with that goal. Ramsey again, it's a great out ball. Rutherford, Shannon pushing forward. 2 minutes to go from right back. Mendes waiting inside. Mendes. Rutherford lets it out of play. They'll just see the minutes out now. Bala, 88 minutes on the clock. So Bala's next game, a point would definitely see him over the line. Stevens.
Distribution has been too.
I know, but I think he'll claim a clean sheet. Good contest there. Evans again wins a header. Can Evans round it off, or will Jones get there first? Jones gets there first. Jones.
He's disappointed with that kick.
Barres has done quite well in midfield alongside Edwards, and if anything, they've just edged that battle in there. Kay heads away. Interesting to see Malcolm Allen's man of the match. He may give it to Venables on the strength of the wonderful goal.
Well, there's quite a few contenders, I think, out there.
I'll go for Edwards. Yourself?
I'll go for Sears. I think he's been terrific defensively for...
Mendes drives into the box. Can Mendes round it off? Mendes! What a save that is from Jones. A wonderful run from Mendes. Almost put the game beyond Newtown, but the goalkeeper keeps him in the game. Great save there by Dave Jones.
Yeah, certainly an amazing run by the substitute. Beats Sutton, all ends up an absolutely terrific save again from Jones. That's about the third save he's pulled off this afternoon, and when you see that from behind the goal, you just appreciate how good it was.
Yeah, for me, Bala have just edged this, Tom. 4 minutes added time.
Yeah, just on the amount of saves keeper Jones had to make. I mean, on the other end, keeper Alex Ramsey hasn't had too much to do. No, he's had nothing to do, to be honest.
Torres trying to keep it in play. Sears. Ebb gets it before Sears breeze. Ebb. Evans. Intelligent ball from Evans, just playing it down in the corner, wasting time. Can Newtown force another chance?
No, they've got 4 minutes, Mark.
Williams up, Ishmael up, Mwande and Breeze, 4 forwards on there now.
Not too sure, Mark, how...
Malcolm Allen's man of the match is Chris Venables. Wonderful overhead kick.
What I was going to ask you, Mark, is how much does it cost to appeal? It's quite a substantial amount of money, and I think having Anthony Kay there this afternoon has been money absolutely well spent.
Yeah, well, I think they keep it if they win the appeal anyway. Yeah. Mendes, Rutherford.
You can certainly see why they did it, because I think he would run anybody close for man of the match, because I've just been listening to his instructions.
Yeah,
to his
alongside us, yeah. Again, he's going for the header with Williams.
He's won every one, man.
Yeah. Mendes. Will Evans is on the left-hand side. Evans. Big chance now to wrap it up. Will Evans, his first touch is not the greatest. Evans! Wide of the target. It would have been a wonderful finish for Evans and Bala. They look to have done enough already, but just wide of the post.
Just couldn't compose himself, could he? Seen the effort again. Clean through here, down the left-hand side. But Williams does well, because he comes across.
Still pressing Bala. Smith. It's intelligent stuff from Smith. He knows the time is against Newtown. He didn't put it in the middle. And Evans just keeps it wide again.
Just gets a clip off the defender. They'll run the clock down again.
So winners in the top half this afternoon: Carnarvon, TNS, and by the look of it, Bala in the bottom half. Barry were defeated at Haverfordwest. Aberystwyth winners, and Connors Key winners, with 2 sets of games left. We'll be at Barry on Monday evening, and we will be following a final game next week also.
Well, there's definitely going to be something at stake next week, isn't it? Whether it's the top or the bottom, or top 2, or for that relegation slot.
Caton bathing in the sunshine. Long throw, Williams gets the flick. Mwande, can he get his team a corner? Edwards tight on him. Long throw, last roll of the dice. Would you send the goalkeeper up? I would. 30 seconds to go. What have you got to lose?
Nothing.
Goalkeeper, I can't believe that. They got 2. Callum Roberts on the halfway line and Dave Jones. You've got 20 seconds left. Send everybody forward. Sears takes the throw. It's flatter. Looking for Williams. Headed away by who else? Anthony Kay back in the mixer. Chance! It's one apiece! No flag! Oh. It is a flag. He's offside. Aaron Williams in the last minute. The linesman right. To be fair, he looked offside. Ballard had gambled on getting out. There's not a lot of arguments from Newtown.
Yeah, the second ball comes in. Just seeing it coming there now. Yeah, he's well offside.
He's offside. It's a smart decision from the linesman.
It's a bit of sloppy defending, mind you.
Good decision there by the young linesman in front of us. Final whistle approaching. Bala look like edging their way to Europe with a 1-0 victory. A wonderful goal by Chris Venables. Looks like giving the Lakesiders European football. There is the final whistle and Maes Tegid. Final result 1-0. Chris Venables' wonder goal gives them the points which should put them into Europe as second place finishers. Look out for the highlights on Scorio on Monday evening. Thank you for watching this afternoon.
Nick a Malcolm, diolch yn fawr iawn i chi. Dyma sy'n digwydd pnawn ma. Drychwch ar hynny, mae yna batrwm. Y tîmau cartre i gyd wedi ennill, a dim un o'r rhain sydd wedi colli wedi llwyddo sgorio gol. Mae'n braf am hynny, wel dim y rai sydd wedi colli. Yn amlwg, mae'r gemen y gwylod mor arwyddocaol, yn enwedig y ffaith bod Caton wedi ennill ar Bari wedi colli. Fel hyn mae tua'r brig y fantes yn amlwg i'r Bala erbyn hyn. Dwy gem i fynd, cofiwch, sydd dal yn gallu newid. Nawr, fan hyn mae'n ddiddorol, y Bari yn colli yn Hwlffordd. Mae nhw'n ddiogel ar ôl hynny. Mae dal yn agos rhwng pawb, ond fan hyn mae'r fantes i'r Bala. Diolch i'r gŵr sydd wedi gwneud y gwahaniaeth am dymhorau Lee. Chris Venables gyda Siona Dafydd.
Diolch, Del. I'm with the man of the moment. Chris, it was a cagey affair at times, but it was your goal that made the difference. A relief to get the 3 points?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, it was always going to be tight today. But pleased to score, pleased that we've won, and obviously we'll look forward to Monday next.
And what a goal it was, Chris. They don't get much better than that, do they?
No, I don't score many like that either, so no, I was pleased with that, definitely.
What was the message at half-time? Because it seemed like, it did take Bala a while to get into the game from an attacking sense today.
Yeah, we didn't start the game that well, to be fair, but we had a good sort of 20-minute spell before half-time. And the message was just to try and pick up where we left off, really, and then hopefully we'll get something, so, yeah.
2 games to go, Chris. It's in your hands to lose that second spot now, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. We'll focus on, like I said, on Monday, and then next Saturday, and hopefully we can do the job.
And just how important is European football for Bala, Chris?
It's massive, yeah. It's our ambition every year, and hopefully we get there.
Well, my hands are full, but you are the man of the match, so I'll give you that llongyfarchiadau.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Ie, llongyfarchiadau mawr i Chris Venables. Pwysig eisiau gweld y gol na eto. Pawb fi'n credu bydde'r ateb. Dewch i ni weld y gol sydd wedi gwneud y gwaniaeth. A fel ni'n sôn, mae fe'n chwaraewr sydd wedi gwneud y gwaniaeth am dymhorau Owain.
Yndi, da ni'n disgwyl dim llai ganddo fo. Tymor efallai dim gymaint o golau tymor yma. A be da ni wedi arfer, ond dio heb chwarae. Ac yn fama, mae'n mor anodd am ddiffyn yn erbyn hyn, oherwydd fel amddiffynwyr, eto ni'n sôn yn swywebaeth, ti'n mewn safle go dda. Mae'n gwynebu i ffwrdd o'r gol. Ond pan mae gen ti chwaraewr sy'n gallu gwneud rhywbeth fel yn dy dîm, mae gen ti wastad gyfle mewn unrhyw gêm, dim ots be di'r pwysigrwydd, ond ffaith efo Chris Venables ydy mae'n tueddu i gamu fyny yn y gemau mwyaf, ac Sam llawer yn gallu gwneud hynna.
Catrin newydd ambell i gyfle yn yr ail hanner, fan hyn, ddim i fod heddi. Jyst eisiau tanlinellu rhediad y Bala hefyd wrth i ni weld y cyfleoedd yma. Un gêm maen nhw wedi colli mewn 15, ohono'n ebyn y seintiau, a'r gêm cyn ni gollio nhw yn ebyn y seintiau hefyd. Be mae hynny'n gweud am y rhediad yma? Mae'n
deud bod hanner cynta'r tymor yn ddifrifol be da ni'n ddisgwyl ganddyn nhw a da ni'n gweld y cyfleoedd yma. Oedd nhw yn anlwcus, ond y Bala'n heiddi ennill y gêm. Mae'r Bala, y math o dîm lle ti'n disgwyl, mae'r math yna rhediad ynddyn nhw yn rwla. Ac y ffaith ydy bod y rhediad yna wedi dod mewn cyfnod hynod bwysig, lle oedd rhaid, neu fysa'n amhosib iddyn nhw orffen y safleoedd Ewrop, felly bob chwarae teg iddyn nhw wedi cryfhau fel mae'r tymor wedi mynd yn ei flaen. Ond 2 gêm i fynd, yw i ar ben o ran yr ail safle? Chos mae'n chwarae eto di llun, cael mae'r gemau mae'n dod yn gyflym nawr. Wel, di ddim drosodd yn mathemategol, ond dwi'n meddwl be nawn nhw'n gymryd o'r fuddugoliaeth yma, mi fydden nhw'n barod am y nesaf, felly swn i'n synnu yn fawr iawn os na Bala fydd yn gorffen yn ail rwan. Ond sylwn ni yn troi i'r gwylodion. Di llun Parc Jenner amdani, Owain? Amdani, ice cream bach, wrth y traeth. Yn i lawr y traeth gyntaf. Mae'n dywydd hifen ia fan hyn yn y Bala. Nhw sy'n dathlu. Nhw sydd o'r fantes yn yr ail safle. Fel o'n i'n gweud, nawn ni y gyd to, pnawn dydd gwed. Pawn i llun mae'n ddrwg dy fi ar sgorio. Dwi'n drysu ffordd o'n fi. Hwyl fawr i chi. Ta-ra.